Yeah, no, it's great. Oh, and it's great. All right, here we go. Welcome to my first video. My name is Virgil. I am here in my best friend's kitchen in Brooklyn, New York City, and we're gonna do a little cooking, a little baking, a little this, a little that. I grew up in a small town in South Carolina called Pickens. Picture it. It's just like that.
I don't know. What's funny is the Pickens. It sounds like it's exactly like what it sounds like. Slim Pickens.
Then I went to College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina for theater. I will tell you right now, my BA in theater makes me a very good bartender. If you hear the cat rustling around in the back, it's the cat. Moved to New York to not pursue theater. My first gig in New York was a really, really shitty bar. They want you to have years of experience in New York, but it's like, how are you gonna get experience in New York if you don't? No one gives you a chance. Worked my way up the chain, server to bartender here and there, and eventually made it to Soho, to a very nice restaurant. Shout out to Fausto, taught me everything I know about bartending and upscale foods. Shout out to the chefs there too, except one of them, he was a dick. Well, I was very much into cooking, so I was cooking for myself a lot of pasta, a lot of homemade pasta. Watching the cooking process and then coming home trying to do it myself. Once the virus hit, I said, fuck it, let's bake. So from Dessert Person, I made the focaccia twice, miso buttermilk biscuits. I made my birthday cake, my 30th birthday cake was the funfetti cake. Oh, I did the pull apart buns, the buns. All of them delicious. So now I wanted to challenge myself with a few others, and I'm gonna bake some of those for y'all on this channel. Not necessarily all from this book, but the first few will be. So today, I'll be making the Babkallah recipe from Dessert Person, mixed between a babka and challah bread. Dessert bread, delicious. Let's begin. So to start, we're going to bloom the yeast, proof the yeast. I'm gonna try and follow the recipe to the T. So, and then I have my active dry yeast packet. I'm going to take this over to the stove top and we're going to get this warm and we're going to proof the yeast.
How much milk was that?
And this is a half of a cup of milk and 1 package of dry yeast. Thank you, producer man. So now I'm going to turn on the stove top onto low, quite low. I have my instant read thermometer. We don't want to take this any higher than 110. So I will just quite literally wait here until this reads 110. I mean, 90. See that? Lickety split. We're there. We are there, people. Yeah. Kill the heat. So now I'm going to whisk in 1 package of the active dry yeast with my baby whisk, which I love. Make sure all of that is good and dissolved in there. All right, now we're gonna transfer this to a bowl to continue proofing, right? That's what it says. Pour the milk into a large bowl and whisk these to dissolve. Well, I did all that at the stovetop, but whatever, here we go. This is what it is. Off to great start. You winning, son? Are you winning, son? Okay, and then we're just gonna leave this until it's foamy, 5 to 10 minutes. Put on my little apron. Oh, this may need to come out. Oh, and I eat. And this is always what I do at the restaurant. Do it as tight as you can. Yeah, I would always wear my apron up to here, like right up. Pop, pop, pop. I'm gonna separate some eggs. So the recipe calls for 4 large egg yolks. So we are going to be separating some eggs, and I'm gonna do it the way I would have done it at the restaurant. You just boop, boop, in between the hands. Set off to the side. Because you know, there are several cocktails that require egg, several cocktails that require egg whites. but you can't just store them like this. I would have to take them downstairs with the hand blender, mix it up, so it would be a little more viscous.
I think viscous can actually mean like viscous means having the properties of a liquid, which means like it can be more liquidy, but it can also mean a thick liquid, and it can be thick too.
Thickwood.
4 of these, and these are free-range chicken eggs. They came from chickens that live life out in the open. So a happier chicken equals a tastier egg. It's true what they say. All right, so the yolks are what I need, so I will save the whites for breakfast tomorrow. And I also went ahead and pulled out 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. I'm using Domino. I don't think there's a battle against who's got the better white sugar. Waiting on this. I mean, it smells really yeasty. And when I give it a good stir again, you can see these like very large bubbles just pop up. So we're gonna say it's good to go. Keep your work surface clean. So now to this mixture, we're gonna add the granulated sugar, the egg yolks, boop, 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 and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this is a brand new bottle. Look at that. Ow, fresh. It smells really yeasty. It has nothing to do with the fact that my face is over it. I can't.
Oh yeah, I thought about that yesterday, like going through it.
Yeah, Michael. God, need to get a new assistant. Sorry, it's his house, so I can talk to him like that. Boop. Whisk to combine. The vanilla. The vanilla. Does smell very nice. All right, now I'm gonna separate out what I need to add to this mixture to create the dough. So the recipe calls for 3 cups of AP flour. I'm gonna weigh it out in my bowl. All-purpose flour, AP for short. But I'm gonna weigh it out. That's what she recommends to do most of the time, especially with flour. I am using Bob's Red Mill unbleached white all-purpose organic flour. Obviously get the best flour you can where you are, because better ingredients, better bake. So I'm gonna do 390 grams, 376. Oh, 391, but we'll be all right, we'll be all right. Also gonna add 1 teaspoon of Diamond Crystal Kosher, which is what they use. I like to use Morton's at home because I'm like salty, but for the recipe's sake, I am using the Diamond Crystal. That's what they want us to do. I'm doing it. And then I'm also going to cut my room temp butter into 1/2-inch pieces. It's really it's like, is there a point in breaking it up? I don't know. Add the flour, salt, and butter and mix with a wooden spoon until a shaggy dough forms. All right, in you go. Now I'm gonna add this in until a shaggy dough forms, she says. Let's go for it, shall we? Shall we go for it? That was my Celine Dion. More like my Ariana Grande as Celine Dion. They keep making her impersonate her. She needs to stop going on late night talk shows. Well, I guess late night talk shows aren't too much of a thing anymore. I don't know. Are they back in the studio? I just watch YouTube and Drag Race. Oh, Drag Race, y'all. Any fans? Okay, well, this says till a shaggy dough forms. I feel like this is shaggy dough. Turn it out and knead it. Or we can use our stand mixer. Just need to whip that thing out and plug her in. Here she is. She's matte black. A lovely matte black. So I'm gonna attach my dough hook. Bada bing. All right, now we're just gonna pop this shaggy dough. God, the vanilla. Get all that off the spoon. The good stuff. Pop it in. And now we are going to You can also do this in a stand mixer fitted with a dough hook, mix on medium speed. That's medium, for 5 to 8 minutes. So we're looking for smooth, supple, and no longer shiny. I lost the knife. Oh, look at that. And if you have a stand mixer, you know when you pull out the dough hook, this thing's gonna start dancing around the table. She is working. Let's maybe just knead by hand for a little bit. I mean, it's pretty smooth and supple. Do you have any of that like non-stick or that sticky padding that goes under rugs, you know?
What about just like a folded up towel, like a towel or two laid under it?
Yeah. Okay. Just kneading away. We're on minute 4. Well, it's not sticky, so that's good. It's supple, smooth. The poke test. Butter and all.
Butter and all.
I feel like we're there. It's springing back, but you can still see my fingerprint. Y'all see that? Well, let me make it prettier, I guess. It smells really good. All right, let's see. So we're at minute 7. I started in the stand mixer, got me going a little faster. I think we're good to rest. So now it says to butter the bottom of a bowl. Butter the bowl. Honey butter. It's not room temp. I guess maybe it should be. But here we go. I'm just really buttering where I feel like it'll rise this time. Because it says it'll rise double in size after 1.5 to 2.5 hours. So we gotta wait a while for this baby.
Either way, great progress for Bebe.
All right, let's pop our little in there. And then we're gonna cover it with, oh, you hear that resonating?
Oh yeah.
I wish I had restaurant quality cling. 1 sheet of this does cover the whole bowl. We're good. So she's going to rest in there and grow in a hot place in here. I guess back up here is fine. And then we'll get the timer going for her. See you in a few hours. All right, so after a long time, my babkallah dough finally rose. I did wait about 4 hours for it to rise, but it finally did. So I'm gonna move forward. Hopefully it's not overproofed or anything. So I've gone ahead and weighed out 6 ounces of my semi-sweet chocolate baking chips. Use a nice chocolate. Obviously, the nicer the chocolate, the better it'll taste. I'm using Guittard semi-sweet baking chocolate chips. I'm just gonna turn these out onto my work surface. And I'll use the back of my knife to just, oh, no I won't. Okay, so I'm just gonna roughly chop this up. I could be here all day doing this. So I'm gonna call that good enough. So I'm gonna take all this, return it to the bowl. So now to my bowl of chocolate, I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of light brown sugar, packed, so pressed in till it's level. I'm gonna add a pinch of kosher salt, a little extra. And then 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. To just mix it up, make sure the brown sugar is breaking down into it. And so now that looks nice and incorporated, really. I mean, chocolate could be smaller, but I've done what I've done. Oh yes, also, I did go ahead and melt 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter and set it aside to cool before we build our babkallahs. So now we're gonna turn our dough out. It smells like yeast, baby. And then we're gonna divide it into 3 sections. Pull this back down with this. All right, so now I'm gonna roll each of these out into a rope about 12 inches long. So now I have my three 12-inch ropes. So now I'm gonna flatten these out and then roll them out until they're about 6 inches deep, wide. No, 12 wide, long, whatever. All right, we'll call that a good one. One more. All right, now that we have our three shablams, we're gonna spoon our filling onto each one. Move those around, fill it up, fill it up. I'm kind of pressing the chocolate bits into the dough because that might make it easier when we start to roll. Oh, fuck, I didn't brush them with the butter.
No.
I was supposed to brush them with the butter before, but I'll just do it now. Oh, I'll do this. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't mess up the...
That probably would have helped it stick.
You're not wrong. But you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. You know that one?
No, it says
Miley Cyrus. All right, now I'm gonna roll them up, even though, oh, here we go. All right, just gently peeling up the edge everywhere here. All right. Rolling it. Rolling, 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 rolling. Just giving them a little pinch. A pinch and a press. Pinch and a press. Pinch and a press. Now I'm gonna move the one I've rolled up, seam side down to my prepared. All right, keep going with the rolling.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the way to do it.
The time has come to braid the bread.
It's gonna be the patty. What's it called? Princess Amira Javala.
Princess Amira Babka.
You know, I don't even know your name.
It's Princess Yumira Babka Challah.
So now I'm going to begin my braid. This one goes over. Okay. I'm like, I can braid hair. Now at this end, I'll pinch these together again. And then up here, we'll come and we'll tuck this under there.
I think you do want it to be more like coming to a point.
No, it says to tuck them under. And there you have it. I've done it. I'm gonna cover this in plastic and it's going to rest until it's doubled itself 1.5. And wait, and this is gonna be about 1 to 2 hours. Back into our warm spot. I guess we can turn the heat back on.
Is he, you know.
Gay. All right, so we're back with the Babkallah. It's been a bit over an hour and it has generously grown enough to where I'm ready to get it over with. I'm gonna go ahead and uncover this. I already have my beaten egg here with my pastry brush and my demerara sugar for the sprinkling of the on top. So I'm gonna generously coat this in the egg wash, dabbing, doing whatever. It's not pastry, so it's not so finicky. Slather it on, lay it on, work it on. This is definitely the first one I've tried out of the book that's, I wouldn't say not gone to plan, but it didn't really go to plan. Make it nice around the tree.
Make it nice around the tree.
A nice babka loaf. So once you feel like you have it layered on and then stuff starts falling towards the sides, that's when you want to stop because then you'll just have scrambled eggs on the side of your bread. Who wants that? Now I'm gonna very generously sprinkle it with my demerara all over. All right, now this is gonna go into my 350 oven for 35 to 45 minutes. And the indicator here is that the surface will be very, very browned. Let's do it. Into the oven we go. What did I say, 35? The babka is ready to come out of the oven. It has sufficiently browned. So we're gonna pull her out. Come on, gal. Check her out. She is deep brown. Got some pullage here. It's still really pretty. Now she just needs to rest. It's the 7th day for her. That's a Jesus joke. Y'all believe in Jesus? Comment below. They can't handle me. Honey, they can't handle me. Ooh. Ah! She got me, y'all. Really warm. Gonna transfer her to a white. Oh, God. She gonna cool, and then we'll come back and we'll taste it.
That was like the funniest thing.
Thank you. All right, so I've let the Babkallah cool for a little bit. I'm not letting it completely cool because honestly, it's been a long day and this needs to happen. But I'm so happy that you are here to see my first YouTube video. It looks nice, right? Let's ask the audience.
I mean, let me ask the audience.
It's deeply browned. It smells really good. Let's get into it. Let's look at that cross section. Oh, looks very chocolatey. It smells great. It smells great. All right, let me cut off a little slice for myself. Where's the cat? Oh yes, baby. Oh, baby, baby. I mean, in comparison, let me show you the photo from the book. I mean, I really did it. I did it. The texture here seems a little drier. I'm sure, obviously, if I had let it cool all the way. But here we are. Let me taste it. Let's see what it tastes like. Melty deliciousness goodness. So good. Wow. The crust on the bottom. Wow, it's so good. Oh my gosh. Well, I definitely picked a good first one. I don't know if it was going to plan in the beginning, but it definitely came to fruition in the end. Oh my gosh. What is this like? I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like Babka and Challah bread mixed together. Oh, Babkallah, that's what it means. That's the joke. Why am I cooking so good?
Why I'm cooking so good?
I can't believe it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching my first video. I plan to do more recipes from Dessert Person, but also branch out, do some other recipes from other authors, and maybe show you some things of my own. It's good, y'all. Let me just say, thank you for watching this video again. If you liked this video, if you enjoyed me and the sound of my voice, then please hit subscribe, like this video, share it to your friends if you have any, and hit the bell. It's up here, right? Hit the notification bell to know whenever I post a new video. What else do YouTubers say? Wait, is there anything else I should say? Is there anything else I should say? Signing off. It's Virgil. Wait, I should take this off. I should have taken this off for the tasting. Boo boo ba doo boo boo. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Is there a certain recipe you want me to try? If you're interested in any other authors, let me know. If you make this, let me know how it goes. If you have made this, let me know how this compares to yours. I'll be so happy to find out in the comments. So please chat with me down there. And I will see you guys on the next one. Virgil, out. Cut the cameras. Dead ass. Yeah, we should just do these drunk all the time. It's way funner.